All right, guys. This is righteous slash capital chair under dark or after dark. I am using currently my phone light as lighting. Yes, times have gone that rough. I just wanted to get a little change of pace. My camera's a little fucked up. But that's okay. You know why? Dude, can this like stay still? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You know why? Because the Rams and Seahawks was just game of the year, bro. What just happened? Like this was crazy. Let's go. Let's take a deep dive, okay? Let's take a deep dive, fellas. We're gonna go completely raw today too. After dark means we're going completely raw. Oh yeah, I'm looking at you, phone camera. Let's go, guys. I'm feeling just a little frisky today, guys. So, Matthew Stafford just like at the end he played abysmal, guys. He played abysmal. I know I'm seeing guys like okay, let me chill out a little bit. But like actually, like he actually played abysmal. Like he was missing throws. He was. I mean, other than the Puka Nakua touchdown towards the end of where it was the touchdown overtime, he really didn't perform well. And and same with Darnold too. Darnold didn't play that good either. He just closed it out. I mean, the scoring chart says it right here. I mean, the Seahawks scored 16 unanswered points at one point, and I just found that super weird. Oh, hi, Bill. I just found it super. Oh, your tail knocked on the fucking camera. I hit the camera. Stop. Anyways, yeah, I can't see the stats either because she's in front of me. But like, I'll try to move her. But like, the thing is, like, she's playing with the light. I love you so much, but please stop. Yeah, but Frat Stafford had 29 for 49 and he had 3 touchdowns. He didn't have an interception. He didn't turn over the ball much. It's just that the 3 and outs really just killed him towards the end. And you can't be losing these type of games. You were up 30-14 and they scored 16 points. And yeah, you did it towards the end though. Like they couldn't just move the ball, and that ended up killing them at the end. I mean, it was a great game, but just it was disappointing down the stretch. He was playing so much better, and the stats make it look a little better than it actually was, because he was lining it up first, and then he started missing passes, he started missing throws, and honestly, the Rams couldn't get that much going on the ground either. Like they were stuck in third and long situations towards the end of the game, and it was really hard for them to convert these long passing yards because it was like 3rd and 11, 3rd and 9 consistently, and the Seahawks would bail out on the pass on the third downs because they know they had to get the pass, and it just got really sloppy at the end. And the Seahawks offense was oddly explosive for how like okay in JSN played. Obviously 8 for 96, 1 touchdown is good, but like compared to other games he's played, this is like a mediocre, maybe subpar game for him. And everyone else picked up slack, especially with Shaheed. That punt return touchdown was clutch. That built momentum, and the stops, and then the 2-point conversion, like that, just it all built up, and then it just all made sense at the end. And I just think that it just made sense to go for it at the end. I love the call because you're going for the division. You're going for the number 1 seed. And if you look at the division now, they're first, and they're first and the Rams obviously have clinched, and Seahawks clinch after today too. They're the first in the NFC, and by a margin, or a good amount. I mean, this is the best division in the NFC by far. Well, maybe. No, not really. Actually, I honestly, with the injuries and like the inconsistencies of some teams and the Bears, I honestly think the NFC West is the best division in the NFC. Maybe even in football too. I can honestly say in football they are the best division, and it showed. It was a hell of a game, and the Seahawks have won 5 straight now, and they're building up momentum. Sam Darnold looks even more and more comfortable. He had a slow start to the game, but he looked very, very good. This game was a snooze fest for the first half. The second half started ramping up. Fast pace. And there was just a bunch of explosive plays until no one could do it again. And then there was even more explosive plays where Puka Nakua takes it for like 40 yards and goes in for a touchdown. And then another one where Kenneth Walker breaks off for a giant touchdown. And it was just explosive at times and it was slow at others. It was in spurts. It was sporadic. And at the end, it was the play, man. It was the 2-point conversion where there was no pass rush, and it wasn't a great scheme either. I mean, you would like to sell it for JSN and Cooper Kupp because they're so lethal in the end zone, but at one point you have to realize they're gonna expect that, and they're gonna bail out, and they're gonna use JSN as bait, and then they would just sneak in underneath and use a second tight end. You wouldn't use Barner, you would use whoever scored the last one. I can't remember who it was. It was 81. This is the Rams. I don't know. It was number 81. He's not on the stat sheet here, but you have to realize that, like, let's see. Yes, Soyber. I would have never remembered that. I mean, it's just little things like that where you sell out with JSN, and Clint Kubiak did a great job with that, because he made sure to weaponize JSN. Even when he's not getting the ball, he's such a threat and he's such a weapon. That's what you see with all these other great receivers like Jamar Chase, Jefferson, Neighbors. They all sell out on them because they want to use him in different ways. Whenever they're on the field, JSN included, whenever these big receivers, even Puka Nacua, these receivers are on the field, it's such a game changer, because they're just so weaponized, and even when they're not getting the ball, they're still winning, and they're still causing problems for defenses when they're just not even getting thrown the ball to. And this 2-point conversion proved it, where Sauber was a blocking tight end at first. No one was thinking he was in the play, and it's just good play calling. It's literally just good play calling. And he slips, he does a little chip block, he hits himself out, and he goes inside and cuts in front of Sam Darnold. It's an easy check down pass. It was easy. He was wide open. He was butt naked open, and it was such an easy pass. And Darnold did a good job being patient and not forcing it to Njigba or Kump when it was there, or even Barner too, because Barner had a good game too. And yeah, it's crazy to think that the Seahawks just pulled that off, because I thought this game was dead in waters when it was 30-14, and they came back with 16 unanswered points, and it was a great game. And yeah, I don't know where this goes next, because I don't know who's good now, because the Seahawks just took possession of the number 1 overall seed, and if they win out, they're probably gonna retain it. And if you look at this, right, the Bears were holding at one point, but the Rams had it for a little bit. Now it's the Seahawks, and really the people for contention for the number 1 seed is the Seahawks, the Rams, Bears, and the Niners. And honestly, the thing with the Niners is that, yes, they've looked good, but they're also third in the division, and their schedule has been significantly easier. So even if they tie with the Seahawks, they will get kind of cucked, because their schedule has been a little easier. So I think they measure off a strength of schedule. But have they won head to head yet? Yeah, they did win head to head. Niners Seahawks is gonna be a good game. That game's probably gonna be flexed if the Niners can win some games, string over some games. The Niners also have a tough schedule. They have 49ers, Bears, Seahawks, both all 3 playoff hopeful teams. One holding the number 1 seed, and it's going to be really interesting to see how the Seahawks play this out, because they looked good. Their offense looked good. Their defense looked a little bit wishy-washy at times, but the defense got some stops towards the end. Emmanwori and them boys, I love Emmanwori as a South Carolina fan. I love Emmanwori. I thought it was going to be such a great pick for whoever was picking him up, and it showed. He got injured towards the end of the game, but he looked really good. And Devon Witherspoon looked very, very good. Like he was locking up Nacua for a little bit. And he had some good tackles too. He's a good tackler too. So I really like Witherspoon. And then Williams got pressure. It was just just all around good game. That offense was very good. Nacua obviously is going out for 12 receptions, 225 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Good luck if you're playing up against him in fantasy. I mean, that's just crazy. But again, very good game. But I do still think the Rams are the better team, and they just took the Seahawks to overtime in Lumen Field with all those injuries, with their second best receiver, their second best playmaker on the court, or on the field, and they have a pretty easy schedule to wrap it up. So, in my eyes, this is a small step backwards for a big step forward, and I think the Rams can string away some wins. So, yeah. All in all, I mean, to wrap it up, this is a very good Thursday night game. I had a blast watching this game. I was very surprised how the Seahawks came back, but the thing with the NFL is you never know, and the thing with this season especially is that I don't know who's good and I don't know who's not. I mean, you can say it's the good teams: Seahawks, Rams, Packers, Bears, Eagles, and then these two teams, the two AFC East juggernauts, and the Steelers probably are just the same old Steelers, and the Ravens seem hurt. The Jaguars look fine. The Texans are building up. I'm big Texans believers. They can do it. The AFC's wide open. The Chiefs aren't running in anymore. AFC's wide open, and I also like the Broncos and the Chargers. But like, you don't know which is the clear-cut number one team in the NFL, which we've had years past. And if I had to pick one right now, I'd probably. I don't want to be like about like maybe the Broncos, but honestly, off of just pure like hotness, it's probably the Texans. But anyways, we're getting super sidetracked. I can make a video about that when playoff starts. But bottom line is Seahawks and Rams, very good game. It was a classic. It was an instant divisional classic. Just a perfect game, and you couldn't ask for a better Sunday or a Thursday night game. And all the stakes on the line, and just an all-around great coach game. Clint Kubiak is going to be a great head coach wherever he goes. Hopefully, he gets head coach consideration from the Titans to unlock Ward, or the Giants with Dart, or if the Raiders fire Carroll, then maybe you can go and coach Mendoza or something. If Mendoza goes there, it's a great job opening, and he looked very good this towards the end of the game, and he called up some mastermind plays, and he can do so much with a team like the Giants, where you can have Malik Neighbors playing that similar JSN role and see what he does. And I don't know, it's just Clint Kubiak masterclass. Sean McVay also coached very well, because even though they lost, but anyways, getting ahead of myself. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will react to Alabama versus Oklahoma. Can't wait for that game. See you guys then.